I'm Chris Holt, and today I'm bringing you guys another video. Well, I'm at home right now, about to go back down to school, but before I leave, I wanted to show you guys kind of the difference of living at home and then going to college. And today, I've got to go back home, back to college, and before I do, I got to change the oil on my 2010 Chevrolet Camaro V6. So I figured I'd show you guys a video of how to change the oil on your car, and here's a little process of how you got to change the oil on it. Alright guys, what you're going to need to change your oil on your 2010 Chevy Camaro V6. This works 2010 through 2015, all V6s. Even though I have the LLT and a lot of you guys have the LFX motor, the ones 2012 and newer, they all work the very same. So what we're going to need is we're going to need a 1/2 inch big drive. I like to get myself a little extension on there, and then a 15/16 bolt. This will go ahead so that we can take off the filter. And then for the bottom, the oil drain plug, I just went with a 3/8 ratchet with a 15mm little socket on there to get the bottom. Now for the oil, you need 6 quarts of 5W30. I'm just going with this one from O'Reilly's, a high mileage. And then for the filter, I like just going with the Wix filter right here, part number 57090. Typically any place will have your 5W30. Make sure to get 6 quarts, because typically filling it up you'll need about 5.5, so full one of that and a little bit one of that. But make sure that you don't overfill it. And then most places do have these Wix filters, the 57090 filter for you. Okay guys, next thing you're going to want to do is jack it up. For me, I like putting the jack underneath and then going right underneath on that first subframe cross right there. And I typically like to lean it a little bit more towards the driver's side. Yes, I'm going to put jack stands underneath, but the reason why is the oil drain pan plug is on the passenger side, so if we get the driver's side up a little bit, it makes sure to drain out as much as possible. So that's my little hint for you guys. Once you get your car high enough, that first chassis brace right there will do you just fine. Get it up in the air, and then give it a little push test. Make sure it doesn't fall. You should be good. Alright guys, so as you can see, I got the car jacked up, got the jack under there. So where I went ahead and put my jack stands was right there and right there. Now, before you get under the car or anything like that, always make sure to do a push test. The car's not going anywhere. Last thing you want is it to fall on you. So then what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to take that 15mm and the 3/8 ratchet and go on down there and grab the drain plug. Alright, so here we are up under the car, guys. As you can see, right there is the oil pan, and right there is going to be the oil drain plug. So I've got my little catch right here, and then I've got my 15 right here, and I'm going to go ahead and try and pull it off. Now this one's not going to be the easiest to get off, but it will come off and the oil will drain. Alright, I was able to get it. So let's see if I can do it without getting dirty. So what I'm going to do is put pressure on it and see. Alright guys, it feels like it's going to go. There we go. I think I might have missed a little bit, but hopefully it's not that big of a deal. Now I'm going to set the drain plug aside here so that I can go ahead and wipe it off and go ahead and let that drain. Alright, so while the oil is draining down below, we're going to go ahead and grab this oil filler cap right here. We're going to give it a full turn and then just lift up like that. I'm going to put it right here on the plenum, that way we don't lose it. That way it'll run some air through the system. Alright, so as you saw, this is right where the oil filler cap is. Take that off, make sure no debris or particles get in it. But with our ratchet, we're going to go right here, because this right here is our oil filter. Make sure to get it all the way off. Once it gets loose enough, you should be able to turn it by hand. And I believe it's out. And the good thing with this is it won't be all oily, but at the same time, you're gonna have some stuff to hold through. Make sure that it's all drained out, and you can do it completely dry. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and take this and wait for it. Grab the new filter. I'm gonna put the old one back in that box and then be able to throw it out. Also, be wary we have this little O-ring gasket right there. We're gonna need to remove that as well. All right guys, with this one, what you wanna do, I have a really small flathead screwdriver. What I'm gonna do is try and get up and underneath this little orange thing. And basically, you're just gonna wanna work it up and out like so. There you go. And then what you're gonna wanna do is throw this out, put the new filter in, and put the new O-ring on. All right guys, I got the new filter back on here and the new O-ring seated. How you'll know that the filter right here is on is if it doesn't really have much play. Go ahead and make sure your harness is kind of up out the way. And get your filter on in there. What you're gonna wanna do, yep, it'll seat right itself. And then definitely start hand tightening a little bit. And then go ahead, get that fully tightened. And then make sure to tighten this up. Not too tight though, but you don't want it loose either. So you're gonna wanna do a couple turns on it, and then it will get hard one of these times, and that is exactly when you stop. So right there, and there you have it. Now with the filter on and all that done, the oil should be almost drained. Let's take a look. And see, do I see any oil? I think we're good. So as you can tell, the oil has stopped dripping, or just barely got a drip, as you can see. So, right. Sorry for the shaky camera. Yep, it's coming down a little bit, so I'll make sure that it gets all the way out, and then we'll go ahead and plug that, and then fill it with some new oil. All right, so now that I got down below all buttoned up, we're gonna go ahead and fill this guy up with some oil. Now, you can do it one person, it's kind of a little bit difficult. So what I'm gonna do is put my funnel down in. I've got my big one right here. Go ahead and take the lid. I've already punched the top out of it. And go ahead and fill her with 6 quarts of oil, or 5.5. The first 5 should go down no problem. And then the last one you should take slowly at, you know, your own kind of time. And just like that, there's 5 quarts in there. So I just make sure that all of the oil, or you know, a good majority of it's out of the funnel. Go ahead and switch to the 1 quarter. And now there's always gonna be some leftover oil in the head right here, or the funnel part of it. Make sure that doesn't spill and get over, say, your paint or anything like that. That's not a fun day. Hasn't happened to me yet, but you don't want it to. So then the other one is a bit easier. And I'm just gonna fill a little bit of it. You can see on here, I've done about 3/4 right there, or about a quarter, 3/4 left. I'm gonna fill it about half of that. Go ahead, let it fall down. And that should be pretty good right there on your fill up, because you don't want to overfill the car. You also don't want to underfill. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep this with me for the next few days and just monitor it, because last thing you want to do is be running low. But you also don't want to overfill it too. So, you know, just let this drip on out, and then I'm gonna call it good. Once you fill it up, make sure to throw that oil cap back on, and you should be good. And then right after this, I'll go ahead and show you guys how to clear it in your little gauge cluster screen. All right, guys. So we're here. We have the car turned on, as you can see all of this. So what we're gonna do to clear for the oil thing is come over here to this left stalk. and pardon how dirty it is, but you're gonna hit this button right there. I believe it says menu. So you're gonna hit that and it's gonna go to vehicle information menu. And then twist over to oil life right here, and it says press set control to reset. So that is this N button right here. So I'm gonna press and hold it. Are you sure you want that to reset? I'm gonna scroll up and hit the N button again. And there you go, 100%. So now you just hit back to menu and then back here and you should be good to go. Alright guys, that's how you change your oil in your 5th generation Camaro V6. That's 2010 to 2015. Works for any motor from the LLT like mine, the 2010 and 2011 motors, all the way to 2012 through 2015 LFX motors. So if you guys have any more questions about it, or you found something confusing and want to let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to answer any questions that you guys may have. If you like this video, please make sure to give a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed already, please make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon, because I'm coming out with new videos for you guys every Sunday and Wednesday. So if that's something that interests you and you're not subscribed already, make sure to go ahead and do that. If you guys have any questions about my cars, any videos you want to see me do, let me know in the comments down below as well. I'd love to get some feedback from you guys on what you think of my uploads so far, and what you want to see going into the new year and the rest of this year, I guess. So just like that, guys, I hope you like this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And just like that, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.